What's going on, guys? Back again with another one talking about health, wealth, happiness, fitness, getting money, getting rich, being fantastic, living your best life. How you doing? So yeah, man, I wanted to talk about living your best life, right? What does that look like to you? Understanding that most people right now are living somebody else's dreams. You're living somebody else's life. And people don't even really realize that, right? I would say it's at least 80% of humans. 85% of humans are living somebody else's life. You're living somebody else's dream. Now, you have to understand that humans can be programmed. And this is the reason why you are living somebody else's dream. When you wake up to this, the world opens up for you, right? So, we're programmed by our schools. We're programmed by our teachers. We're programmed by politicians and society. We're programmed by our parents. So many people are living somebody else's life, somebody else's dreams. And an example of this, I remember many moons ago, right, in an old job, this one girl that I used to work with, right, she got a promotion at the job. And everybody was happy, everybody was celebrating, the bosses were congratulating her, we all went out, we celebrated, we got drinks, we laughed it up, blah, 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 blah. Then she left where we were working, right? She went to go work at a different division. I caught up with her 6 months later. I'm like, hey, how's things going? And she was just like, I friggin' hate it. She was like, they got me in charge of all this stuff and I got to run these programs and blah, blah, blah. And she was just like, it's stressing me the hell out. And I was just like, damn, all right. Good luck with that, right? And then it hit me again. 6 months ago, you just wanted that promotion. We were just celebrating. And now all of a sudden, you hate your life, you're depressed, you have anxiety, you're angry. And then this is when you realize everybody is chasing a life that somebody else tells them they should chase, right? She's chasing the life that the boss has told her she should chase. You should chase that promotion. Your parents are telling you you should chase that degree. Look at all the women today, right? All these women that are going to school and they're getting these degrees and they have that title of I'm a doctor or I'm a lawyer. They go to school for 10 years, right? They finish school around 25 to 28. And then they go be a doctor and then they go be a lawyer from like 28 to 38. They do it for a decade being the girl boss. And then they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's like, what? What do you mean you don't want to do this? Like doctors and lawyers, they don't get good until 20, 30 years in. There's no good doctors until you hit your 50s and your 60s. And I was like, okay, this person, they know what they're doing. They've been doing this for decades. They know what they're doing. And then the girls are like, I don't want to do this anymore. You're living somebody else's dream. Yeah, man, it's so crazy how many people are depressed today, how many people have anxiety, because they've never sat with themselves and thought, what the hell do I want for my life? What does my perfect life look like to me? How am I going to wake up every day happy to wake up, excited to get up? And the quicker you sit with yourself, right? The quicker you figure this out, the quicker you can start taking steps to go live your dream life, no matter what that looks like to you. It's so crazy, man. Like so many people are living somebody else's life. Even me personally, right? And I know people hate hearing the personal stories, right? I'm almost 40 years old. I'm making good money. I have my own house by myself. I don't need nobody else to go half on my mortgage with me. I'm driving one of my favorite cars of all time. And people are still asking me, hey, when are you going back to school? Have you ever thought about going back to school? I'm like, go back to school for what, right? To take a bunch of classes, to study some information that I don't really care about and that everybody just goes to memorize anyway. Nobody's going to school to learn anything. Everybody's just going to memorize just to get a piece of paper after 4 years. Why do I care about that, right? And this is what we're doing. Everybody just wants to tell you what to do, how to live your life, and what the best life for you is. And that's living through them. And so everybody's just taking advice from somebody else to try to live their perfect life. And nobody's ever sat with themselves and said, hey, you know what? What do I want out of this life? What does my perfect life look like to me? Where do I want to live? Where do I want to go? What do I want to do in this world? How do I want to serve other human beings? How do I want to help people? How do I want to make money? It's always just doing things that somebody else says is successful. And it's crazy, man. And the people, they keep it going. They keep the game going, right? When somebody gets a promotion at work, They'll post about it on Facebook, and it'll be like 200 likes, 300 likes. They'll come home with that college degree, and then the 200 likes, 300 likes. Oh my God, they went to college. But nobody ever talks about, that person is in 50, 60, 70, $80,000 in student loan debt. You're already behind the curve. You got to pay that back just to get ahead, Now, again, if that's something you want to do, that's great. But most people are just like, oh man, like I got this degree and now I can't get a job and I'm working at Starbucks. It's like, well, why did you go to school and get that degree then? Because you're living somebody else's dream. Your parents told you to do that. Your teachers told you to do that. The financial advisors told you to do that. If you're living a good life, if you're living the life you want to live, and people are telling you, hey, you need to get that promotion at work, for what? I'm already living the life I want to live. I got all my time off. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm living the life I want to live. I'm able to enjoy my time, doing the things that I actually want to do in life, right? It's so crazy how so many people are just living other people's lives, and everybody just tries to keep forcing their version of success on you. It's crazy, man. Like, it's like, wait a minute, maybe, if you're working corporate America and you're good and you got your house and you got the car and you got the time off and you're able to do whatever you want to do on the weekends, and people are like, why don't you want to go up any higher? And it's like, for what? So I can come in earlier, so I can stay later, so I can have more BS on my plate, so I can, what I'm saying? More stress, more bull crap that I don't want to deal with, like my phone blowing up on the weekends. I don't want that life. I want to go outside. I want to experience life. I want to go to the beach. I want to read a book. I want to shoot some content. I want to write a book. I want to get into art and paint, and I want to make music, or whatever you want to do. Like, figure out what life that you want to live, what does success look like for you, and then just go after it, man. Stop listening to everybody else. Figure out what you want to do in this life and what does success look like to you, and do it. F what everybody else has to say, man. F what everybody else is trying to put on you, because they're going to do it, and they're going to look at you weird, and you got to be okay with that, and that's fine, right? Like, why aren't you trying to climb the corporate ladder? Why don't you want to go back to school and get another degree? Why don't you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good with my life. I'm good doing what I'm doing. I love my life. I love waking up every day. I'm where I want to be in life. And other than that, man, just ignore everybody else. Do that and you'll be fine in life, man. It's just so crazy. It's just like, and people don't even notice this. They get a promotion at work, and then 6 months later they're depressed, or they have anxiety, or they're complaining about the extra work they got on their plate. It's like, what did you think that came with? What do you... You just living somebody else's life, man. Stop living somebody else's life. Figure out the life that you want to live and take the steps to go get that life. Yeah, man. Hopefully these people mowing this dang grass didn't go crazy in the video. But all right, man, I'm going to leave that one there. Go ahead and hit a like and subscribe if you made it this far. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.